Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Jeremy Dewitte Show. You guys know Jeremy Dewitte, the serial police impersonator who never registers his probation terms as he needs to, and he's always violating probation. I want to show you a document here. As you can see, center of the screen here, it says, now this is an arrest warrant actually for Jeremy Dewitte in Orange County, Florida, for violation of probation and impersonating a law enforcement officer. Now, you may be asking me, why am I showing you this? We all know that he violated his probation and impersonated a law enforcement officer and had a warrant for his arrest. Well, let me show you the interesting thing about this document. This document is interesting because it's from May 8th of 2001. That's 24 years ago. We all know that Jeremy Dewitte was recently arrested for violation of probation and impersonating a law enforcement officer. But let's just remember that this has been going on for over 24 years at this point. And Jeremy still doesn't get it. You got to realize this is why people are getting tired of talking to him from jail, because he keeps saying it's not his fault. But this is from 2001. And it looks like he was running a business called Empire Security back then. And he got arrested for impersonating a law enforcement officer and for unlawful use of radio equipment. He had radios on him where he could talk on the police frequencies. And he says he wasn't talking on the police frequencies, but he was only using them to listen. He had no license or anything to do any of this or act like security or anything. Empire Security, what a lark, huh? And this is over 24 years ago. Now, you got to remember that Jeremy Dewitte always says that he's being arrested nowadays over the last 5 years for violation of probation and impersonating a law enforcement officer. He says the only reason he's being arrested is because Orange County and Osceola County, Florida, are picking on him because he's a registered offender. So they don't like him. But Jeremy, this document shows that in 2001, over 24 years ago, you were being arrested and stuff for the exact same stuff you're being arrested for today. And it has nothing to do with you being a registered sex offender, or some people call a PDF finder. Oh no, a PDF file. Jeremy's a registered PDF file as of 2006 or something like that. So they were arresting him in 2001 for impersonating a police officer. That had nothing to do with him being a PDF file. Let's delve a little bit deeper into this with the charging affidavit. It says Officer Jay Connor of the Orange County Sheriff's Department responded to South Kirkman Road to make contact with apparently Jeremy, who had an active copious for violation of probation and impersonating an officer. This officer made phone contact with Jeremy, who advised that he was en route. That sounds like something Jeremy would say. It says that Jeremy pulled up to South Kirkman Road in a blue 4-door Chevy Lumina with dark tint. And as Jeremy opened the driver's door, the officer heard a police scanner with Orlando Police Department headquarters dispatching audio. And it says Jeremy had the scanner hooked up next to the driver's seat, and the officer heard Orlando Police Department units from the the sex offender unit sector being dispatched to the calls, or something like that. This is very hard to read, as you can see. It says further inspection of the vehicle by himself, Officer Connor, and Officer Dunlap revealed white blinking lights mounted in the window and side windows. And also mounted in the windshield were more lights behind the tinted strip, which, when lit, shined flashing blue, period, I think it says. And then having the scanner tuned to our frequency in his vehicle is a violation of Florida State Statute 843. Violation, it's unlawful to install radio equipment using assigned frequencies of the law enforcement officer. And then it says having a blue flashing strobe in the windshield is a violation of this Florida statute and prohibited. So I think that's pretty obvious what Jeremy was doing right there. A blue Chevy Lumina. That's basically this car right here, and he outfitted it to make it look like a police car with the scanner on the inside, turned up loud so everybody can hear the police radio frequencies, and he had white and blue lights interior of the vehicle. So he was obviously pretending to be a police officer way back when, over 24 years ago, and at the same time he was violating his probation. That's why the officer was there in the first place, because he had an active capias for his arrest. So he went there to pick him up and saw that he was impersonating a police officer and using illegal scanner frequencies. Now, if you're going to try and look up this Empire Security that apparently Jeremy said he was with or something, it might not be so easy because there's a lot of Empire Security companies. And this one right here was started in 1925. Sounds like something Jeremy would want, but it's not him. I don't know. I mean, we could look more into that Empire Security. See, that's probably fictitious anyway. But the main interesting thing about this is that Jeremy Dewitte has been pulling these stunts for a long, long time. We know about his 1999 arrest for impersonating a law enforcement officer at that gas station, where he was also charged with petite theft again, and where he also claimed that he works for security enforcement services. And that was 1998. That was May 18th of 1998. Jeremy Dewitte had just turned 18 on that day. It says he tried to pump gas using a badge on his belt that looked very similar to a sheriff's star while he was doing it, to make himself look like a police officer. And he was wearing dark shaded sunglasses. Now, this is a very long document. We've probably all heard this, but if you want me to go over this, let me know, and I'll make a video about this, because this is his earliest arrest, I believe, that's in his adult life. The mobile gas station arrest, May 18th of 1998. And, you know, what is that, 28 years ago? 28 years of police impersonation with this guy, yet when he gets arrested nowadays for police impersonation, he says he's done nothing wrong, and he hasn't done anything wrong for 10 years. And then after all that, he goes around dressed like this, wearing a patch that says he's a high-risk entry team, Metro State, protecting our communities together, enforcement officer. Just delusion officer, motor officer, enforcement officer, high-risk entry team, jump in Fallujah, 14 years, Iraq and Afghanistan. So many arrests, so little time. Jeremy Dewitte. I just wanted to cover these early arrests, over 25 years of this stuff. It's unbelievable. Thanks for watching the Jeremy Dewitte Show. If you want to hear more about this, let me know in the comments below. I'll be looking to see what you guys say. Thanks for watching, and as always, have yourself a great day.